So as you begin to relax your body, taking a deep breath in, when you breathe out, just let it all go. Because what happens when you breathe out? How relaxed does that make you feel now? Can you relax even deeper just by breathing? In and out. Where did your mind begin to go just by focusing on the breath and just by breathing deeply? Because your eyes may now be closed, you may begin to relax, and before you completely relax, all I want you to do is just tense up your whole body, from your feet to your knees, to your legs, to your stomach, to your arms, to your shoulders, all the way up to your head, taking a deep breath in and letting it all go and relaxing even deeper. Because notice what happens when you relax even deeper now. Where did your mind begin to wander to now? We're just going to do this 2 more times. Tensing up the body from your legs all the way up to your head. Once you've done that, taking a deep breath in and letting go and going 10 times deeper this time. Because the third and final one will put you back to that state of deep, relaxing hypnosis. Now, tensing the body from your feet to your knees, to your thighs, to your stomach, to your chest, to your shoulders, to your arms, to your head, breathing in deeply, holding that breath, and let it all go now. Feel so completely relaxed now. It's as if you're so completely relaxed that every muscle in your body becomes heavier and heavier and heavier. Just imagining on both your arms, your hands, and your legs, it's like you're holding on to ton weights. And the more you try to move your arms and legs, the more relaxed and heavy they feel. Just like when you're in a dream and you can't run properly. It just feels weird. It just feels difficult. And it's as if you can't move now. And now that you can't move, you're going to go to that place to generate so much abundance in your life. Because how would it feel if you were just so completely relaxed that nothing else mattered? All that mattered was this moment now. The present moment. It's as if the past has been forgotten, the lessons have been remembered, and the future is bright. But all that matters is this moment, now. And to prove that all that matters is this moment now, I just want you to focus on your breath. Noticing, are you breathing deeply? Or are you breathing shallow? Are you breathing in? And then are you breathing out? And do you feel relaxed now? Because abundance isn't money. Abundance isn't numbers in a bank account. Abundance is having everything you need and want. So this doesn't mean lowering our standards. What it really means is seeing everything in our life as abundant. Because when you move into the vibrational frequency of abundance, you'll start to notice more abundance. And when you start to notice more abundance, that which you look for, you find. Those who look for suffering, pain and negativity tend to find it quite easily. And those who are seen as lucky tend to look for luck, tend to look for greatness, and they find exactly that very easily. Very easily. So what would happen if you focused your intention on your heavy left hand? Can you feel how heavy your left hand is? Can you notice that it's as if it's stuck in the position and so completely heavy now? Because the more you try and move it, the heavier it becomes. And maybe you can notice the abundance of weight in that arm. The abundance of weight in that arm. Because when you see, feel, and experience the abundance of weight in that arm, you can notice that all around you there is an abundance. Even when things are going badly. I'm not a personal fan of the rain or storms, but when it rains, there's an abundance of water coming from the sky. When I'm feeling sad, there's an abundance of sadness that will eventually pass. And when I'm happy now, there's an abundance of joy, of peace, of love, of kindness, of gratitude in my body now. So what would happen if you saw an abundance in life? Because what I want you to do is just imagine walking into your bathroom, putting the plug in the sink, and just filling up the sink. Maybe you can hear the sound of the water splashing on the sink. Maybe you can imagine seeing yourself in the mirror in the bathroom. Maybe you can smell the air freshener in your bathroom. And now that the sink is full, I want you to notice how many singular drops of water are in that sink. Is it one big drop? Or is it an abundance of small, consistent drops that build an abundance of water? Because when does a lake turn from a puddle to a pond to a lake? Would you agree that it's a progression over time? Would you agree that you can feel abundant just by looking at nature now? There's an abundance of leaves on the trees. There's an abundant amount of people wherever you go. There's an abundant blades of grass in a field. Yet no one blade of grass is the same colour, same height, and the same shape as the next. There's some that may be similar, but they're each running their own race. One blade of grass is irrelevant. Yet one blade of grass in an abundance of grass is necessary. Is necessary. Because what happens when you focus your intention on the abundance of weight in your right hand this time? You can feel how heavy it begins to feel now. As if you can't move that hand because of the abundance of weight in that hand. So where can you see an abundance in your life? Maybe it's an abundance of difficult lessons. Maybe an abundance of good friends, good family. Maybe an abundance of blessings. Or maybe you're working so much that you've got an abundance of work. And I'm not saying we shouldn't want the abundance, even when things are difficult. But can we just change the focus so that you feel abundant even when things are difficult? Because what would happen now that you feel abundant? Now that you feel abundant. Maybe there's abundance of seconds in a minute, an abundance of minutes in an hour, an abundance of hours in a day, and an abundance of days in a week, in a month, and even in a year. Because what would happen if you saw an abundance in every area of your life? How do you feel now, noticing the abundance in your life? Because now that you feel abundant, you can do it very easily with your eyes closed. The question is, can you do it very easily with your eyes open? So all I want you to do is begin to feel that energy coming back to your body, an abundance of energy coming back to your body. Just as if the abundance of weight is diminishing, all that heavy energy is dissipating, and you're beginning to feel an abundance of lightness in your body. Because when your eyes open, keeping the music on, gaining consciousness again, all I want you to do is, if it's not raining, go outside, go into nature, still listening to this tape, and just noticing the abundance all around you. If you have to wait a moment to walk, get outside, or even just look through a window. Ideally, if you can, go into nature. Because in nature there's an abundance of everything. Even when there's flies, there's an abundance of flies. Even in autumn, there's an abundance of leaves falling off trees. Even in the summer, there's an abundance of sun beating down on your skin. And even in those grey, misery days, there's an abundance of grey in the sky. As you look at everything around you, just notice the abundance all around you. Notice how no one tree is the same as another. No one leaf is the same as another. No one blade of grass is the same as another. They're all uniquely on their journey. Just like you are on your journey. And just like you are on your journey, the trees, the leaves, the grass, the air is abundant all around you. And if you're like nature, then you are just as abundant as nature. Just notice and feel the gratitude for all the abundance that's all around you. All the love, all the nature, all the perfectly imperfect things in nature. Because yes, nature is perfect because of the imperfections. And there's an abundance of nature all around you. And even if you feel like there's not much nature, can you see a tiny patch of grass with an abundance of blades? Can you see one single tree with an abundance of branches and leaves? Because it's your choice if you don't want to see the abundance. But you can't complain that you're not abundant when you don't look for abundance. Because imagine if someone praised you for a meal you cooked, how excited would you be to cook for that person again? Versus someone who just moaned, disrespected, and hated on the meal you cooked? Would you want to cook them a meal again? Because the universe created abundance for you to find. It created a meal for you. And when you show your gratitude for the abundance all around you, now that you have your eyes open, you can begin to make this into a daily practice. Looking for abundance. Noticing those signs that pop up along the way, proving that you're drawing in abundance now. Because as abundance and prosperity comes into your life, this doesn't just mean money. Because money will come in much easier than before, as well as an abundance of love, of happiness, of joy, abundance in all areas of your life, of health, of perfection, of freedom. Knowing that it won't all happen at once. Just as if you got everything you ever wanted at once, it wouldn't actually serve you. You can create these little things of abundance, these little signs of abundance, just by focusing on the abundance all around you in your life now that you are abundant. Just listening to the music, admiring the abundance in nature, and taking as long as you need before allowing the abundance into your day. And when you feel ready, just invite the abundance in and have the most amazing day.